What's up, folks? It's the day after the weekend of Midsummer Scream. I had a blast, but I'm tired, laying in bed, relaxing, refueling to go to work tomorrow. But here is my opener for Midsummer Scream on the last day. I apologize. I might have to do a voiceover over the videos that I took because, like last time, because of my 30-minute rush that I had, I forgot to turn on the little tiny mic that I usually interview with. So I'm gonna put in a voiceover. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully you guys like it. Here goes nothing. Here is the show. Enjoy. Well, hello, folks. This is gonna be a voiceover for this video because yet again I forgot to press the power button on my mic. But here's the banner, big banner of Midsummer Scream. This is the last day, which was Sunday, July 30th, at Long Beach Convention Center. So this is the entrance of Midsummer Scream. They always have this huge banner that says Midsummer Scream and those huge cat balloons. But yeah, so we're gonna start off. I started off walking to the left, but there's the main lobby. Walking to the left, you'll see a vendor, a place where you could do a photo op for the new Haunted Mansion movie with picture frames and top hats and wedding veils and stuff like that. And then here's some more vendors where you could, if you like anything, you could buy off of them. Even if you don't have the money saved up, you could always go to these vendors and look at what they have and just walk up to them, say hi to them, support. You could go support them. That's what I said at the end of the actual video. You could support these vendors, going up to them, saying hi to them, getting to know them. They're always happy to talk back to you. And if your eye hits something and you're at another convention one day, like a horror convention or even, a regular Comic-Con convention, you're more than welcome to go and buy them. This is the vendor I am friends with. They are known as Small Town Weirdo. As you could see, they have creative t-shirts and jeans jackets, especially this Final Girl and Final Boy t-shirts. You might recognize them from behind the scenes of Halloween Ends and Scream 5. They are worn by Jamie Lee Curtis, Melissa Barrera, and Kyle Richards, and Andy Matchecki. Sorry if I butchered your name, but you can see it in the photos right there. Even Melissa Barrera wore one behind the scenes of Scream 5. Yes, these guys are friends with these horror people, and they're really cool. They have awesome designs, as you can see in the picture behind them. Their name is Small Town Weirdo. The guy on the right, his name is Adam Russ. His fiance's name is also Adam, which is really cool and awesome. So they're both named Adam. And that's their friend right there. I forgot his name, but I'll look it up. But yeah, that's their whole merch that they sell. They came up with this new one called It's a Scream Baby. And they also have this new Laurie Strode shirt saying every day is Halloween. Go check them out. They have really cool stuff. I even, that Ghostface jeans jacket you saw up the wall with the New York buildings right up there on the right side, I bought a little tiny painting that they had of it. There goes Michael. Funny thing is, I cosplayed as Michael for all 3 days. But yeah, if anything, go support them. They also have an Instagram called Small Town Weirdo. Really cool guys. Definitely worth getting something from them. There goes Creepy Clowns. And now we're heading down to the main showroom. Almost like a basement, but it's huge as hell. I'm starting off by showing you the Haunted Hayride setup. So this is the Haunted Hayride. I worked at it back in 2015 and then again in 2020 when the pandemic happened. They are hiring, so that's a QR code. I'll be back at the end of the video much closer if you guys are willing to scare act this year or anything. I think this was like a podcast that went on here. Not very sure. On your left, you got the merch for Midsummer Scream. On this side, where it says Knott's 50 Years of Terror or 50 Years of Frightening, Knott's Berry Farm, they had some vampire chicks you could take pictures with, photo opportunity. Here's another setup for Saw X, the new movie coming out, Saw 10. Also a photo opportunity with some movie props, if I'm correct. Probably from the actual movie, maybe handmade movie props, I'm not sure. But you also got this hallway of celebrities. There goes a reverse bear trap right there. You got these hallway of celebrities. Of course, they're not free. Like any other cons, you have to pay for them, autograph or selfie, or they even have a combo. Coming up on Daniel Kuntz and Kimberly J. Brown. You might know him as Marnie and Calabar from Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. They are married in real life, if you haven't noticed, or if you didn't know. Yes, Calabar and Marnie are married in real life. So I'm walking back because I spotted a friend of mine and I wanted to go say hi to her. But at the same time, I also bumped into another friend of mine. You will see right after this. Oh, there he is. This is Dan Gilbert. He is a cool guy. I don't know why the video is glitching, but he used to play Vernon, aka Tiny, in the Waterworld stunt show at Universal Studios Hollywood, and now he's a makeup artist, and he's really, really great at it. You should go see his work. Again, his name is Dan Gilbert. Really awesome guy. Go look at his stuff. Next up right now, you may know her, you may love her. You probably also know her mother, but she's famous doing her own thing. And that's her mascots, a wolf and a pumpkin. And I wish I was wearing her hat, which I have from CreepyCon, but I decided to wear a different hat, or I bought a different hat with me. But here is Leanne Vamp. I said hi, hello, and goodbye. Because it was a quick 30 minutes walk to show you all you guys this con. Always great to see her. Always a blessing to see her. So now we're going to continue on to show you more vendors. These guys are really cool. Apparently they had a mask that was sold for $50. But this is a bust of the 25th anniversary mask, made into a bust of Scream 6 Decade Billy Loomis mask. They are called Underworld Subro X. I don't know how to say it, but really cool. They have some awesome merch. I wish I knew they had that mask for $50. I would have bought it. And then right here coming up, I skipped that part. But so as I was saying, I skipped that one area. I wanted to get a something signed for my friend of Bob Gurr, who was the creator of Haunted Mansion the Ride at Disneyland. I had to get his autograph for my friend. Here is Los Angeles Ghostbusters. They had an FJ and a Ford car SUV, but they have these awesome Ghostbuster gadgets. If you ever want to join their group, feel free to check them out. Los Angeles Ghostbusters. They are super legit. They will help you out if you need help with the suit or anything. I'm still walking. Like I said, this was a 30-minute power walk through this convention right after I cosplayed the very last day also. I got there at 2 p.m., put an alarm on my phone for 2 hours, got back to my car at 5, took off my costume, and then came back with my regular clothes to vlog this for you guys. So I'm hoping you guys like this video. Here's a friend of mine's booth. Her name is Spooky Professor. She's apparently walking around, but I bumped into Trick or Treat Sam. And he's staring and waving at me, so I'm hoping he doesn't kill me. I'm gonna walk away right now. But you got more vendors here. But yeah, a lot of vendors. A lot of vendors with like awesome horror merch, horror masks. They even had one vendor that was a tattoo artist. I believe I'll be coming up to it soon. But yeah, you got the cafeteria right here. Of course, they closed because it's like the last couple of minutes of the con. But yeah, this is Midsummer Scream. If I haven't mentioned it yet, or if you haven't seen the beginning of the video, Midsummer Scream. It always happens in July. One time, instead of being in Long Beach, it was in Pasadena. And I believe that was during the pandemic. Not sure. I believe. Those were the two casts from the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Freddy himself and Chicky, I think, if I'm correct on that. So we're still walking here. There's more vendors. Like I said, if you ever come to a horror con, or even a regular Comic-Con, or any kind of con you go to, support your vendors. Like, even if you don't have the money to buy anything, go up to them, talk to them, get to know them, because you never know, your eyes might spot something you really like, and the next time you're at one of these conventions, you'll remember who they are, because 1, they talked to you, 2, they treated you nicely, 3, you got to know them. And then once you spot their booth, you could be like, wait a minute, I remember you from the last con. I like the item you had here. Let me get that from you. So here's my friend Trixie the Clown, at the booth of Arts Sideshow. They are located in Temecula. It's like a museum of horror collectibles. Really cool. And that's my other friend next to her, Victoria Venon. If you don't know who she is, you could look her up. Instagram, YouTube, all of that. But yep, this is Arts Sideshow. They are on Instagram as well. They're, like I said, like a museum of horror collectibles. Walk through, actually. And that was my friend Trix the Clown. Trix. So we're still walking. I'm still showing you all the vendors. Pretty long. This Long Beach convention is like super big. It's huge. It's so huge that if you look forward, you can see a place called Hall of Shadows. They have a dark room with like a couple of mazes, and they had a show for sliders. If you don't know what that is, it's those scare actors who wear knee pads, shoe skids and knuckle skids, and they like, run and slide on the floor and create sparks. They had this middle area for kids, I believe. I spotted this guy in this costume. If you don't know what this is, literally is a character out of the video game or the TV show, Netflix show, The Last of Us. That was pretty cool. Now I'm going this way because I'm friends with this guy, Lovecraft, Skeleton Sam. Apparently he's walking around last minute. I guess he wanted to see. He's been stuck at his booth all 3 days, so I won't blame him. He wanted to see the con real quick, walking around. But his name is Skeleton Sam. Go support him. Lovecraft, super cool guy. His music is awesome. So now I'm leading you towards Hall of Shadows. But before I do, I think I pan to the right and show you Immortal masks. These are all heavy top graded silicone Halloween masks. Their website is called Immortal Masks. Go check them out. Here's the Hall of Shadows. If it's dark, I'm sorry, but this is Hall of Shadows. They had some spooky stuff on the way in. This Davy Jones looking chest from Pirates, I don't know. Just joking. But they have a couple of mazes, like I said. Here's the beginning. I went back because this one reminded me of Dungeons and Dragons, but apparently they called it Demons and Dragons. Or Dungeon and Demons, one or the other. And then this part looked like Ash vs. Evil Dead, the Skeleton Soldiers, or even Spike It's 2, I believe, when those Skeleton Soldiers came out. But the first maze I did, or actually on Friday, I did 2 mazes. The first one I did, which you can see the actors taking a photo op in front of the maze because they did a great job. They're literally done. First maze I did was that Twilight Zone maze. That maze that you see right there with the purple front, I skipped it, but I did Twilight Zone. As you can see there, skipped that one. To me it looked like, I don't know, the front looked like a boring facade, so I skipped that one. Second one I did on Friday was this one coming up. It is called Haunt Busters. Almost like Blockbusters, but Haunt Busters. It was really cool because there was a lot of nice classic nostalgia VHS looking videotapes in there of all your favorite horror movies. And then I also did that house, looks like the Winchester house, on Friday. And then this one I did on Saturday. I'll get back to you on that. Skipped this castle looking one. This is the middle where they did the sliding show right here. They are called Decade Bear. Hold on. Let me get closer. Sometimes these names go over my head. Also, they had this clown looking area walking around. And then Haunted Car Wash. That was like a 360 camera experience. But here's the sliders. Going over the Haunted Car Washing again. Decade Brigade. There we go. That's what they're called. Decade Brigade. And here's the lights opened up. It was dark and they opened the lights because I think it became 6 o'clock. So the con was finally over. All the maze people, all the ones that were inside the mazes started to cheer. So I turned around, I cheered with them. And I was like, great job. You guys did an excellent job. Good job. So, yeah. It was a little tiny mini haunt, you could say, at a convention. Before you go to any, like, SoCal, South California haunts, like 13th Door or Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, or Not Scary Farm in Buena Park, or Six Flags in Santa Clarita. This was like a little tiny version of what you would get in October or early September and in October. But yeah, showing you the mazes that I did again. Like I said, the one right there looks like the Winchester house. I did that one on Friday. That was really cool. What's funny is I walked through these mazes as Michael Myers. So all the characters that probably saw me were like, oh my god, Michael Myers came through our maze. But here's another friend of mine. He cosplays as Art the Clown from the movie Terrifier and Terrifier 2. He is known as Mind of Mr. J. If you have the chance, please go and follow him on TikTok. Go and follow him on Instagram, and go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, aka again Mind of Mr. J. Here's me trying to interview him. Like I said, I forgot to turn on the power button. That's why I'm doing this voiceover. But really great guy. Love his cosplay. I love the way he cosplays as Art the Clown. Um, so also go check out his two new fan films on YouTube. The first one is called The Night Butcher, and the second one is also called The Night Butcher Part 2. Moving on, we're going back towards the entrance, and I just wanted to come back here and check the name out because I forgot the actual name of the maze. I just called it the Winchester House. Because it does look like the facade looks like the Winchester House. I don't know why. But there goes the Twilight Zone maze that they had. That was really cool. That kind of reminded me, I was saying here on the actual video, that kind of reminded me of Tower of Terror at Disneyland when they had the ride until they changed it to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. And look, here's a Predator cosplay. That was pretty cool. Saw that last minute. Guy up there taking off the bridge, unscrewing the bridge. They literally took these down on one day. Like, I saw some Instagram photos today, Monday, July 31st, and wow, they already cleaned it up. Here's another person, scare actress I know. Her name is Bobbins. You might know her. You might have seen her scares. One of her videos went viral on TikTok. Bobbins, she scared at Not Scary Farm. If you remember her, she went up to a guest and was like, "Are you tying your shoes?" And she's kind of made her voice sound like Harley Quinn. And she was like, "Come on, just tie that knot." And it was just really funny. But yeah, her name is Bobbins. Go check her out. Just a reference, her real name is Ribbons, but she goes by Bobbins the Clown. So here we got Six Flags Fright Fest. This is where I was explaining something, but my battery percentage warned me on my phone, so I had to cut and replace, I had to cut and re-record, or it cut by itself and re-record. Six Flags Fright Fest. It's cool. I've been there, but it is way different than Not Scary Farm and Universal Studios. Why? Here's the difference. With Not Scary Farm and Universal Studios, all you have to do is buy the ticket, go in, enjoy the mazes, enjoy the rides, get food, eat, walk around. Cool. With Six Flags, it is different. It kind of sucks. It doesn't suck, but it kind of does. The part that sucks is that you buy the ticket for Six Flags, but then you have to buy a separate wristband to do the mazes that they have, which is really stupid. Like, why would you pay for the park and then pay? I don't know. I guess they make the money off of that somehow. And then I ran into this cosplayer. This is Ashleen Day. She's another awesome cosplayer. Feel free to check her out on Instagram, Ashleen Day. I told her to shout herself out. It was the closing time. She was packing up. Like I said, I forgot to turn on the mic. So I'm sorry. But yes, this is Ashleen Day. She's another cosplayer. Has 156,000 followers, I believe, on Instagram. Go check her out. She has cool cosplays. Here's more vendors that I'm showing you. Everybody's closing. Everybody's packing up. Here's another vendor, the Halloween Shirt Company. Some more vendors on this side with bags, purses. And here is the 50 Not Scary Farm. 50 years of never-ending nightmares. Not Scary Farm actually starts later than Universal. Not Scary Farm starts September 21st to October 31st on select nights. Universal starts September 8th all the way to October 31st on select nights. I feel bad for the scare actors that have to start September 8th. I mean, it's cool they're making their money earlier than the others, but at the same time, it sucks because you're starting literally the first week of September, or if not the first week, then maybe the second week. But it is what it is. They're making their money. They're making their moolah. As for this one, Shacktoberfest. The place where they do this is at the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary is located in Long Beach. It used to be called Dark Harbor until Shaq, I guess, somehow got interested in haunts and wanted to take over. And last year in 2022, turned it into Shacktoberfest, and he's bringing it back. Here's my friend again. My friend's booth is called The Fiends. She also has a podcast, of course. As you know her, Leanne Vamp. Now I will tell you who her mother is. Her mother is Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira. Yes, she is Elvira's real daughter. And then here's a shout out. I came back to my friend's Lovecraft booth, but he was still not around. The guy that was working at his booth shouted him out. I believe he said he had a new album coming out, so that's really cool. Skeleton Sam, shout out to you. Hoping you watched this video. And then here's a last minute and another last minute show of Immortal Masks wrapping their silicone masks or putting plastic bags on their silicone masks. And we're back to the front of Haunted Hayride, back to the front where we started. Here's a close-up of the QR code now hiring Shacktoberfest or the Haunted Hayride, I believe. They're run by the same company, if I'm correct. But yep, you could apply there. If you want to pause the video and take a picture of that, you are more than welcome. And now we're making our way towards the exit doors because the vendors got to clean up. They got to go home. Some of them came from far away places. Now we're back outside. But yeah, back to the front. Sorry, I just got a phone call from a friend of mine. But back to the front. But yeah, as you can see in my hands are still bloody from my bloody effect that I did as Michael. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys liked it. This was, like I said, the very last day, June 30 of 2023 of Midsummer Scream. Long 3 weekend. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm hoping you guys liked this video. Like I said, it was like a quick 30-minute walkthrough because I had to go to my car, change out of my Michael Myers cosplay, and come back with regular clothes to vlog this for you. I hope you guys like it. Give this video a like, subscribe, and share it. Whatever you guys want to do. If you like it, even hit that thumbs up button. Peace.